Cat Minette opted to stay back at home base for this day trip. This is the Kayak. Comes with some straps to wrap around kayak, and that's the yoke itself that goes around your shoulders and around the back of your head. What's good about this, as opposed to a homemade version, most homemade versions just put the weight right here on your shoulder. This thing is complete wrap around your neck, so it distributes the weight throughout your shoulders, not just those two endpoints. When you look at the cost of making your own for the materials and the glue and fasteners, it comes to about what this cost. So, and this is adjustable. You fold these out, it's pretty compact, so you can stow it really easily. So I've got it preset to the very widest one because I have a short recreational kayak and they have really big wells to sit in, whereas a more advanced kayak will have a very small well for the person to sit in. So these are made to fit all the standard size wells, and this is as big as they get. So, and I've got it set on the biggest setting. So let's go for it. Right underneath that little bit of debris where the water is, there's a rat. Just came running out of nowhere and went under there. Still under there, I can hear him. This is a summary of how I portage a kayak. I take my removable yoke, open the legs that fit into the cockpit coaming, and set it in place. I slide the webbing strap under it and fasten it to the opposite side. I pull down to secure it in a balanced spot. I push the kayak up on its nose and then lower it onto my shoulders. I used to dread portaging my kayak and avoid it if at all possible. Now I don't give it a second thought, and as a result, it's really expanded my horizons. This was my first paddle of the year, so I was really out of shape. Also, this was my first time using this yoke. Later in the season, I developed more technique that would make it easier. This lake is a small one, but it had the perfect practice portage, a reasonable length, and a flat trail. It was called Heart Lake, which seems appropriate. I was glad it wasn't called Heart Attack Lake. There, as a matter of fact. Yep. Still some ice up here. I checked this out 2 days ago and there's still a lot of ice on the lake. So this is like the first day it's mostly ice free. So I wanted to go way back in here, but the wind is blowing about 20 miles per hour. This yoke has an adjustable size for standard sized cockpits, from recreational to pro expedition models. It has good weight distribution, not just on your shoulders, but also on your backside. It collapses into a small stowable size. It's got a good durable construction. I thought it would have been nice to add some high-density foam padding to it, but on second thought, that probably would get damaged on a typical multi-day trip.